Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly self health plant medicine lesson. This is where you get to learn about a specific plant in terms of what it is, what it's used for, and how you can benefit working with it in the comforts of your own home and at your own pace. Today, we are featuring the beautiful borage. For those of you who are new, my name is Gia. I am a licensed physical therapist, certified health coach, certified heart math practitioner, and certified flower essence practitioner. Real quick disclaimer, this video and content is for knowledge purposes only, coming from my professional expertise and acquired knowledge. If you feel that you need a physician, please reach out. This is in no way, shape, or form delivering any medical advice, consult, or treatment. Okay, let's get started. What is borage? Borage is an annual plant that produces tiny little flowers. It's commonly found in gardens. Bees love it. They love the yummy, yummy nectar and they make delicious honey from it. What's unique about this plant? It produces the color blue, blue flowers, which one is my favorite color, and B, how many blue flowers do you see out there? Not many. Okay, next. So, how do we use borage and how does it benefit us? Well, that depends on how you are using the plant. When working with plant medicine, there are two different approaches. In other words, depending on how you take the medicine, depends on how it works and in with what systems and what favorable effect you're going to get. So, if you're looking to have a chemical effect, you are going to use this plant either topically, putting it on your body, applying it to you, or you're going to ingest it. You're going to eat it or drink it. If you're looking to work with systems such as cardiac, neuro, brain, you're going to want to work predominantly in the electrical and vibrational frequencies. Those are different areas. They have completely different outcomes. Here's an example. If you eat borage, it's going to work chemically on regulating your hormonal systems, on clearing out mucus and congestion with pneumonia. It can help with urinary tract and kidney infections. It can help with reducing fevers and lowering blood pressure, but it's also very excellent with soothing the stomach muscles and reducing inflammation in the intestinal tract. We see this with many digestive problems, commonly irritable bowel syndrome. Now, if you have any sort of issues with your liver, and this is where working with a plant chemically and or any kind of drugs, if you have any sort of liver disease or liver damage, you always have to consult with a physician because most things process through the liver when it's a chemical component. It's going to go through the liver, it's going to detoxify through the liver, it's going to pass into the bloodstream. And often, if you have a diseased or damaged liver, it's too taxing on the system. So, dosages might have to be changed or lowered depending, or you may not be able to work with this form of medicine at all. But that's where your physician comes into play and how you use it, how much you take, and all of that. You're going to work with a naturopath or an herbalist, regardless of if you have liver issues or not. Now, the other area, which is my area of expertise, is working with plant medicine that influences the body and creates outcomes along the electrical or vibrational fields. So, what does this mean for you? This means that you're going to be working in the areas of cardiac, nervous system, central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. Messages that are received and delivered through the body go along a frequency. And most commonly, plant medicine in that area is in a form of what's called a flower essence. Now, that sounds all fun and great. So, let me put it into functional terms for you. If you start working with borage, let's say that you have a lot of contraction in the heart and lungs area. If you're experiencing a lot of grief that you have not been able to let go of, that may be connected to your past or present situations where you really hold a heavy heart and you're really looking to feel lighter and more jubilant and let go of that heaviness, right? Instead of having that contraction in that area, we want to open up the lungs and the heart and we want to cause a level of expansion. And where that occurs is in what we call the heart chakra. We can actually call it the heart organ, the lung organs. There's meridians that cross that path that work along the electrical pathways, the nervous system pathways. It really depends on what language you're speaking and where in the world you come from. But at the end of the day, when you work with this essence, it's going to help you really come up to a level and receive messages from your nervous system and your heart's nervous system. Yes, the heart has its own nervous system. You're going to be able to feel less heavy hearted. You're going to release a lot of grief. A lot of times you can work with this, and early on, there's a lot of tears, not necessarily connected to direct feelings and memories, but it's just coming out of that nervous system and that heart, and you're able to let go. You're able to feel lighter, happier. I really love this plant because it makes people feel very jubilant, very light, very expanded. If you're coming off of issues like pneumonia or problems where there's a lot of contraction, heart, chest congestion, lungs closed down, lungs hold grief as much or probably even more than the heart. The heart brings in the element of courage. So when you open up this area, you release the grief, you bring in the courage to bring in more love, bring in more joy, bounce around, be excited, be happy, and get on with your life. That is borage. Now, if you're interested in really exploring areas where you can create that room, expand that area to breathe better, to feel better, to bring in joy, to have this uplifting optimism to you that you have not been able to feel in a while, then this is something that you're going to want to work with. Typically, I mix a combination of essences depending on what someone's going through, what they need to let go of, what they need to replace, and then what they need to reprogram in their cardiac and nervous system. So if that's something that applies to you or you're interested in learning more, please reach out to me or click the link below. If you're just interested in learning and working with borage as an essence, I also included some information and links below of which that can attach you over to the essence itself, and you can just work with that individually. Depends on where you are, what your goal point is. Either way, I hope that helps. I hope that's some good information. Have a great day. Have a great week.